Welcome once again to Breath of Fire Circle Wednesday. I am your Breath Master, your global community elder, Breath Master Aaron Motley, being your guide in this small little venture we call Mastering the Breath. Hopefully you will benefit from some of what it is that I have to share. My intention is to guide your experience and for you to learn by your experience the power of the breath, because after all, experience is the greatest teacher. So yes, you are in the presence of the greatest teacher known to humanity. Experience, or I should say, in this case, the opportunity to experience. Once you embrace the experience, you will learn. You will learn that when you place the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and you curl it back, it's going to open the trachea from like this to like that, making a more expansive passageway for oxygen to get in, to invigorate those organs, to enliven the body, to put more oxygen on a cellular level in the blood, and have that blood carry that oxygen to every cell in your body, to rejuvenate and revitalize and renew every cell and every aspect of your being. You're going to learn that once your lungs are full, you release the tongue from the top palate to the bottom palate, let it rest on the bottom palate. You open your mouth to a full oval and you exhale and you make the sound, doing what I call fogging the mirror, a little exercise I call fogging the mirror. And that exercise will actually help to expand your breathing capacity when you fog that mirror. And when you fully express the breath and empty the lungs, doing that, which is also known as the cleansing breath in yoga, it's going to create more space for more oxygen, which is going to give you more room to get in more oxygen, therefore ramping up the level of oxygen in the blood and your breathing capacity. A lot of people are shallow breathing. They're not getting enough oxygen in their body because they're not taking fuller, deeper breaths. I shared with you last strong, not weak, last strong, that one of my students posted about turtles and the fact that they live so long because every breath they take is a full, deep breath, therefore enlivening all of their body parts, all their organs, getting more oxygen for rejuvenation and revitalization on a cellular level prolifically throughout the course of their very long lives. So you can have a very long life if you increase your breathing capacity, making each breath a fuller, deeper breath. And the breath mastery technique, which is the foundational technique even for this breath of fire technique, as we do it, to get more oxygen in. So we start with that process with the tongue placement. We end with the cleansing breath, or that inhalation and that exhalation, when we're doing our breath of fire. And we count the number of breaths when we're doing our breath of fire process by counting to 10. And each time we get to 10, we put up one finger until we get to all 10 fingers up, and we start over again so we can get to 1,000 breaths if we so choose. Remembering that the breath of fire is an even swap, the same amount of breath that you're going to thrust out of the body using the abdominal muscles gently with the, you're going to inhale that same volume with a slight sniffing on the inhalation after you relax the muscles of the abdominal region, and the body automatically begins to reinflate through that vacuum that's created. You assist that inhalation with a gentle sniff. So it's So let's do 360. I'm going to count on my 10 fingers. And on the 10th breath, I'm going to accentuate a little louder so you really hear as I pop that finger up. That's the 10th breath. When I get to 360, I'm going to open my mouth to a full oval and do that cleansing breath. My hope is that you will do this with me. So let's go. Place the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, curl it back gently, maintaining contact, and exhale gently, inhale gently through the nostrils and allow the abdomen to fill first, not the chest. You don't want to so much as expand outward, starting from here. So let's go. Tip of the tongue, move from the mouth, put it back and inhale. Lungs full, release the tongue, drop the jaw, exhale with a. Now that we familiarize ourselves with the beginning and ending process of what we're going to do using the breath master technique, let's go into the breath of fire. We're not going to fill our lungs all the way up when we start the breath of fire. 2/3, 3/4 of the way full is great. Tip of the tongue, move from the mouth, curl it back, inhale. Lungs semi-full, breath of fire. Hold your hands here if you need to feel the breath. $300. So that was our 360 breath of fire, ending with the cleansing breath of yoga, or the last part of the breath master technique with that. Fully expressing the breath, getting all of that carbon dioxide out, clearing the space for more good clean oxygen to get in our body. Now, just as a refresher of what it feels like for those who have yet to acclimate to the i.e. breath of fire, exhaling out of the nostrils, let's do a little refresher. Hold your hands here, palms facing you. When you, out of the nostrils, you should feel the air hit your hands. Pushing with the abdomen, so pay attention to my abdominals. Yours should be doing the same. Now it's called the breath of fire because we're going to bring more heat here, and we bring heat by increasing the pace of that breath. So you want to feel the air hit the hands in order to know that you're fully expressing the breath out of the abdomen, and then do that gentle sniff to get air back into the lungs. Remember, it's an even swap. And the fact that it's an even swap means that you can do this breath for as long as you want. I had a session where I did the entire 15 minutes of this technique because I was able to swap evenly the amount of oxygen with carbon dioxide and not get winded, but instead actually increase my lung capacity by doing that even swap for an extended period of time. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do 100 breaths this time. Into the palms of our hands. So here we go. Tip of the tongue, move the mouth, curl it back. Inhale. Long 3/4 of the way full. And that was 100 breaths. We're almost at the closing time, so we're going to do 60 breaths really quick just to close out. Well, actually we got more time, so let's do 100 breaths once again really quickly. So tip of the tongue, move the mouth, go back, inhale. And that was actually a little bit more than 100. So thank you for joining me. I hope that this experience has been rewarding for you and has helped you expand your breathing capacity, because when you increase the breath, you increase the quality of life. Do that turtle thing. Full, deep breaths so that you can be healthy and fit and live a nice, long, healthy life. I am Breathmaster Aaron Motley, the Global Community Elder, signing off. Peace.